For Hello, Latino Arts Festival. We are here with a special artist segment. We are here with the illustrious and very dedicated artist, Amelia Unruh. Say hello, Amelia.
Hello.
Hello, we're coming at you on Facebook Live. We are coming at you at the Midwest Chicana YouTube. We are streaming into every television in the world. And we're here to talk with Amelia, who is a visual artist, and we're going to be getting a sneak peek at all of the work of her oeuvre that she's been up to. But I'm coming at you from Waldo in KCMO. Amelia, where are you? Where are you currently based as an artist?
I am in the what was it again?
Northland, right?
Northland. Yeah.
And
I couldn't remember it.
And what is your favorite thing about Kansas City?
Well, my favorite place to go. Like I went to it on a field trip and stuff. I love to go to the Nelson Atkins museum. That place, I really like that.
I love the Nelson Atkins too. I like going to the big sculpture yard there too, with in the beautiful lawn. And you were saying you also like to see the art in the KC Art Institute. Is that right?
Yeah.
And what is you normally work with pencils, sort of, and acrylics, right? Is that how you started? Where did it all begin? Take me back. When did you start making art?
Okay, so I was like small when it first started, and I would just get like the piece of paper from the printer and just draw something, and it usually would be really good for that age. And then as I got older, I got better things. I got some better things like I got a really a good pencil set right now that I usually draw my stuff with. And I have a big thing of acrylics, and yeah.
I'm curious for all the other budding young artists, or even like me, with all this free time I have now, if I wanted to start using acrylics or pencils, where do you go? Do you go to the art store? Is there a Target section? Where do you begin your process with materials?
Where I usually get all my stuff is Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby. Did you hear that, everyone? We got to get to Hobby Lobby. And also, you were telling me that you depict often sort of like dragons sometimes, or what are the images or what are the subjects that you find yourself drawing again and again?
I like drawing animals, mythical creatures, and I like drawing things with bright colors a lot too. Some of them have darker colors, but some of them are bright.
And that's an interesting connection to some of the art we've been seeing in the Latino Arts Festival. I did an interview with Chico Sierra, who also does a lot of, like you said, kind of mythical creatures in bright, bold colors. I think it's really cool that you and the other artists at Latino Arts Festivals, we go full out, or our imagination, sometimes expands beyond the normal animal world. Wow. I'm just the anticipation is too much. Could you give us a sneak peek to one of your unique, one-of-a-kind originals? Could you do that for us, Amelia?
Yes. So I'm going to show you one of my first, good dragons that isn't thrown away.
All right. And let's get it even a little closer to the camera, just so we can all take it in. Oh, there he is. What is that?
And on the dragon's claw, there's a apple, and there's a little guy on the ground.
Is he crawling away from the dragon, or are they pals?
Not really. He just fell, and he's looking in amazement.
Oh, I'm looking in amazement too. And dragons like apples too. Apples are some of my favorite fruits. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, apples are really good.
Even dragons love apples. And so you're telling me you did this with pencils, right?
Yeah, this one's one of my pencil works. Yes.
And is that on matte paper or printer paper?
This one's like cardstock paper. It's like
On cardstock. And some artists like name their works. They're like Dragon Number One, or do you name your work and do you sign it? That's my question.
this one I have not signed or named, but I have other ones that I name, and it's just I have a whole notebook of dragons, and I'm not gonna show all of them.
That's okay. Well, I think even starting tonight, this is already historic. You may want to sign, date, and name this dragon because it has made its international debut. Do you think you could show us another one?
Yes. This one is black and white, and this is something from a movie. So I kind of just copied it from the movie, but this is one of these ones.
And which movie is it? Could you show me? Just bring it a little closer.
Yeah. It's from a movie I used to watch called Dragons. There's a lot of them. There's different series. Yeah. It's How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah, I believe there's also a sequel to that. I think it's cool that when we think about sort of pop art or even cartoon art, right? Like images from movies we've all seen, I really love that you've translated to black and white, right? Because I think black and white, I don't know, when I think about a black and white painting, I think sometimes they're very serious, but I like that you've given us a really affectionate rendering of that cartoon character.
I also have more dragons. You want to see another one?
Yeah, let's have a look-see.
Time to get out the giant notebook.
Uh-oh. Is it heavy?
Kinda.
Now, if I wanted a notebook like this, would I go to Hobby Lobby as well for this notebook?
Yes. I actually got this one for my birthday.
Okay.
So I don't quite think. This dragon has kind of rate stuff around it, but I really like this one.
I like that one too. I like the color. And is it looking at what's that in the sky next to it?
What? That's just like something like that's just a little bubble I put there. Like for all these dragons, I have like little like it's very cute and stuff like that.
Oh, so it's almost kind of like expressing a thought, right? For
yeah, stuff like that, and to like put the 4 feet and everything. This one is called a common grass fur. That's a type of dragon, and this one's totally from my head.
So you also invented the name common grass fur, is that right?
Yeah.
I love that. We'll have to get all of these cataloged very specifically for historians. Now, do you have a different type of dragon from the book? I know you said that you've got limited time with us, but is there
I'll
another?
give you a second favorite.
Oh, a second favorite. Perfect.
So this one is one of them that's really bright. It's like
oh, I love that, and it's kind of like facing us front on, right, with the big span of the wings.
Yeah. This one I kind of based off a bee.
I see what you mean with the bee influence because it has that expansive wing and the color. And is that a little sun behind it too, or is that another?
There's like 2 of them. There's like one up here, one down there. Yeah, it's like this one I named the Queen because it like when I was doing the bee theme, it just made me think that this one's like huge and everything.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if this type of dragon would have like a queen bee has like worker bees. It makes me wonder if there'd be even smaller dragons like sort of flying around this one, taking orders, right, from the queen.
That's kind of like the story behind this one, and like it's blasting and like.
And a lot of artists historically have painted royalty, like kings and queens. And I like that you have your sort of own built-in mythology towards the importance of each dragon. And obviously, a queen dragon would be painted with brilliant yellow color. So I love that.
And I have more if you want to see them, but I think...
Yeah.
But...
Let's see something else.
Yeah. So this one I did for art during the virtual classes with my old art teacher, Miss Jameson.
Shout out Miss Jameson. Hey.
And it's a chameleon.
Oh, wow.
I kind of went a little crazy with all the little streaks, but...
Oh, I love it. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Van Gogh in a way, with the sort of like swirling colors and drama around it. And chameleons, I'm not a scientist, Amelia, but they change color. Is that right?
Yes. That's why I put like a lot of...
So do you think that your chameleon here is, does it change color based on its mood, or what inspired you to paint it transforming to this very almost rainbow swirl?
I kind of put it on this color because, like, I just wanted to make it be like the main, like I didn't want like this to be like everything. I just wanted like this is what I mean by I want it to be like bright. I want it to be bright so that it's like the main thing.
And also, I'm noticing another a celestial body, a moon in the corner, right? It seems that you always sort of tell us what type of day it is when we're looking at these creatures.
Right now, it's nighttime, and he's catching a cricket. Well, over here.
Oh my gosh! Oh, wait, can you bring the cricket a little closer so I can see the detail in that? Oh, the other side. There we go, everyone. That is the cricket. Is the cricket gonna make it? Or is it over?
Yeah, it's probably over.
Probably over. And chameleons eat crickets. I've learned so much tonight already.
So much.
It's accurate, and I see what you mean about you were saying that you went a little crazy with the blue swirl, so you really had to make the chameleon pop, and I find you to be very successful in that. Do you have any other more animals to show us? Anything else that's not a dragon?
Yes. There's one more. It's a painting, and I'm trying to get it out of my jumble. It's a llama.
Oh, it's a llama. Oh, and is it? I love the eyes on it and the bow. Right? It kind of looks like it's ready. Is that a bow? It's ready for the springtime.
Yeah, it's a bow.
Now, how did you get the eyes for the llama to give us that much drama? Is that what you did acrylic as well?
Yes, this is one of my acrylics. I don't really use watercolors, so yes.
Oh, I love that. We have to get you, anyone out there in the interwebs, we have to get frames for these. I would love to see this one framed. And do you know any llamas personally? Did a llama sit for this? Did you go track one down to paint one, or was it from your imagination?
No, I just kind of thought of this. It started like I was kind of like I was like drawing something, and then I was like, no, cover that up, and then it just kind of became a llama.
I love covering up something and then making it so fabulous. In the comments, we're getting beautiful llama. I think a star is born tonight. 2 stars, Amelia and the llama. Do you think this llama has a name? If you had to name it.
I don't know. I just call this the llama.
The llama. That's perfect. The name. It really and the pink. That's such a beautiful. It goes so well with the yellow. Is that? Did you do the pink first and then the yellow, or did it just kind of come to you in a vision?
Instead, I probably should have done this because there's like a little bit of white spots around it. But I actually did the llama first, and I was too impatient, and I was like, yeah, I can just paint the llama in while it's still wet and everything.
Jessica says, the llama is everything. I love the llama. We love it too. And also, I love kind of getting this insight into your process, the way that sometimes like a mistake we make or something we want to cover up, or even impatience, right? Sometimes the artistic impulse isn't always like divine inspiration. You know, it's problem solving. And so I appreciate you taking us into your process there. Now, before the next one, I've heard that you've come from a long line of artists in your family, of people who express themselves visually. Is that right?
Yes. Two of them is my grandpa, and he likes dragons and castles. And there was also my Aunt Dorothy, who is sadly passed away. But she was an artist, and I actually have a picture in my bedroom that she did. But yeah, it's up there. And she used pencils and paints. She also knitted a lot. She was really good. And yeah.
That's so beautiful to hear that you guys are using the same kind of mediums of pencils and papers, and that's the beautiful thing about art, right? Is that it can stay on our walls and stay in our lives and with our families. And so, as your art will stay in the future too. I'm so happy to know that. And did your grandpa introduce you to dragons? I mean, dragons are something we all sort of like imagine or think about, but is it something you guys share or talk about?
Not really.
Not really. But you don't do castles though, or do you do dragons and castles as well?
No, I don't really do buildings. There is one building in here, but that's it.
Okay. Is there anything else in that? I know that notebook is full of brilliant, beautiful ideas. Is there anything that you're working on now? Is there anything not finished that you want to get us a sneak peek at?
I'll see.
I know that can be sensitive, so you don't have to, but I'm just curious.
1 second. Like, there's so many pages in here. It's like hard to find. Yeah, I don't have one that I'm currently working on. They're all done.
Okay. And we were talking, everyone in the festival is realizing that if we could normally do a street fair, like go outside and have a bunch of booths and get to see these in person, obviously that'd be ideal. I really miss going to museums and like the Nelson and the Casey Art Institute. But what's cool is that since we've gone virtual, I think that maybe there's a bit of a blessing, you know, amidst some of the bad news. And the other blessing for artists is more time, right? Have you gotten more done with more time?
Yeah, probably.
How many, if you had to estimate, since sort of March or since because school for you probably ended really quickly, right? And suddenly, did you turn to art once you suddenly weren't in school every day?
Yeah, kinda. Like school year was like it went from spring break turned into summer break, and at first I was just like, everything is so crazy. And then, I started filling up my book because at first there was just like 2 in there, and now I've just started going.
Wow, that's great. So as the months have gone by, your book is now filled with just pages of inspiration. I know a lot of us have been turning to our imaginations, you know, for a sense of fun or even for comfort, you know, something like imagining llamas or imagining dragons when times get difficult. It's cool that we can use our imaginations no matter where we are.
And I have some cool ones that actually one of the art teachers, my old one, Miss Jameson, taught me how to do this technique. It's birch trees.
Birch trees. Oh, wow. Shout out to Miss Jameson. And yeah, can you show us one at a time really quick just so we can really take in the color of each?
I'll show you this one first.
Oh, wow. And so the technique, does it involve what does the technique involve getting the angles and the shapes together?
So first you kind of like tape down, and you like tape down each individual branch, and then you kind of like use like sponge brush or something and kind of just like dab and slowly get darker as you get to the top, lighter as you get to the bottom. And then when you remove the tape, you get like a larger brush and kind of just go like this with the black. and it makes the birch trees really nice.
Oh yeah. I love that getting a little tip of the trade, a sponge paint with tape. I would have never thought that looking at on that. I love knowing that little secret. Can you show us the other one too? I love the kind of electric blue. It suggests like a very dramatic summer. Oh, I love this. Oh, I think this is if I were in a gallery, this would be the one that I would be drawn to. Now, did you to get the different shades of blue? Did you want it to be really, really bright? And is that what you did with the sponge? You mixed the paints together to get that kind of shade?
Yeah, pretty much. Like I did throw in a bit of purple in this one, even though it's more visible in the other one. Yeah, I mixed it. Yeah, I did mix pretty well. I put a bit of turquoise in the bottom, so it's like really bright. But yeah, these are the birches.
And I know I've seen a birch tree, but were you inspired by like an actual birch tree, or did the colors and the idea to paint it deliver all that to you?
Yeah, that's what happened. Like I've seen a birch tree, but yeah, it didn't really happen like that.
We have a comment. My daughter Bryson said she loves that one. That second one, I love that too. You have to be really sure to sign and date all these because as the art market, art's a really great investment. Everybody out there listening, it is one of the few reliable things in this world that gains more value with more time, and especially art that has a story. And I think it's such a beautiful story of how you made those trees. Now, are there any other teachers? You were saying you have been attending school since it started. Are there any shout outs to teachers you want to give? I know it's a really tricky time to be both a student and a teacher. So snaps to everyone out there. Is there anyone else you want to give a shout out to?
Well, I've given several shots to Miss Jameson, but Mr. Elliott, my current art teacher.
And is it hard to learn art? I mean, like, well, I guess I know some art teachers have been teaching over Zoom. Can you imagine trying to learn art through a camera? Have you had to learn through a camera, like through art, or have you just done all live?
No, two of them was like Zoom meeting. The chameleon was Zoom meeting.
Okay.
Like she told us, okay, I want you to draw a chameleon, and this one was Zoom meeting.
Oh wow. Wow, that's so inspiring because listen, I know we've been in a lot of Zoom meetings, but I've never left a Zoom meeting with something that beautiful. I love the way the sky looks. And that's a city, right? With buildings? Is that what that is? Or are those trees?
No, they're buildings.
They're buildings. It's not Kansas City by any chance, is it?
No, I just put buildings up.
It's your city. It could be. Could be. I love art that's inspired by Kansas City and that's made by local artists. But I like that that's Amelia's city. That's the most important thing. That's so cool to see that art can come out of a Zoom room. That's another thing I've learned today. Now, before we wrap things up, is there anything else you want to show us from the book?
Not from the book, but I do have one more painting. I'm making this one for Mom's friend. So
it's a commission.
Yes, she loves paintings of doors. So I made her this. It's upside down. This red door.
I love that red door. Can you bring it a little closer to the camera so we can see? Oh wow, you do really well with sort of turquoise and blue colors. I feel like maybe we're in Amelia's blue period. I love seeing the way the door works with that. Now, is it an outside door or an inside door?
It's like an outside door on like a building. Like this is what I thought like it could be, but like I'm a little like I want this wall. Like sometime I might make this wall into brick, so it looks like it's like a teal brick wall, and then there's just a door. like I feel that would like look really nice in real life. So like I just think that yeah.
I think that would look really nice in real life. If anyone out there is planning a home renovation and are sort of stuck on ideas, we are here to recommend teal brick wall with a bright red door. We have proof that it's beautiful. Um, and your mother's friend, you said she loves paintings of doors. Does she collect them? Will this join a larger collection of other door paintings?
Yeah, she has a lot. They're kind of just all around her house, and yeah, she really likes them. And it took a lot. Like I don't have like this type of red that I had to use for this, and it took like forever to get the right shade to make the shadows.
No, it took forever in terms of a process of mixing and experimenting. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
And how
Several.
did you? This is a question for artists. How do you know when it's done, or that moment where you know you got it right? Like, what does it feel like? How do you know? Is it a guess, or are you very certain?
Like you just look at it, and then like usually I have like a picture like of a door like that I'm looking at. Maybe not like the same like thing, but I have a picture, and it just looks it unexplainable.
It's unexplainable, yeah. But it's like almost a picture in your mind's eye, right? And then there's that moment where there it is. Um, Now, Amelia, we are so excited for not only your bright colors, but your bright future. Are you really considering taking art not only into the world, but into a career, like galleries, or where do you see yourself in like 10 years? Where do you see yourself?
Well, in like 10 years, I see myself like having like my own little like art room or something, and like nightly I just come out and just like sketch or do something, and then like every like couple days I'll like be like new painting, put it on Etsy.
Put it on Etsy, get it on there. Well, and I think that I'd love to see your work at like an institution, or, in maybe even 50 years, a retrospective, right? We could see all the different eras and things. And this would, I guess, be, we won't call it the COVID era, but maybe the 2020 experimentation process. Um, I think that would be really cool. And are there any artists other than the ones in your family, or other things that inspire you? Like, I guess besides dragons, is there anything else that sort of inspires you, or makes you want to paint or create?
Yes, like kind of just thinking like I see like all the people who like get famous, and I'm like, how? I'm like, I do this, they do this. And then, but if I just keep working, maybe I'll get that good someday.
Absolutely. And I think that specifically the art market and galleries and the art world, we're all looking for the new now, the next, and especially we're looking to uplift and inspire artists who normally don't get as much gallery time and space, and specifically Latinx artists and Latino women. And I think it's so great that you get to already be throwing your hat into the ring, saying, "Hey, world, look out." um, well, my other question for you is, do you want to, with the school you attend, or as a student artist, right? What are the ways in which you're curious about getting your art into the halls, or to the walls, or to other spaces, beyond your own family and friends? Where do you see your paintings going next?
Like, I bet it would be really cool to like see them at school, like somewhere. Like just see this in like some like in the library, like on the walls and stuff. And like that would be really cool, or like or like in the hallways or something.
You know, I've been thinking a lot about, because I was telling you about how we all like miss museums. I've been really curious about seeing murals and street art, and even they painted Black Lives Matter in the street in Brookside nearby, like beautiful public works of art, because buildings have kind of closed. Have you ever considered murals or outdoor art or other mediums, or are you happy with exactly what you're doing?
Hmm. I've actually never tried outdoor art except for sidewalk chalk.
I guess that washes away. That's the problem with sidewalk chalk.
Yeah.
It's a little less permanent. I'm just curious because that's the only kind of art I've been able to see. So I've been really grateful to the artists that use our own communities to share their vision of the world.
Yeah.
Well, Amelia, I've had so much fun talking to you. Everyone be on the lookout for Amelia Unruh. She's the new, the now, the next, the future. Do you have any final words for the Latino Arts Festival virtual before we head out of here?
Well, I'd just like to say thank you, and like I'm just really happy and glad I got to do this.
I'm so glad I got to do this too. And I can't wait to see what comes next from you. All right. Well, we're going to say goodbye. Bye, friends and family. Bye, Facebook. Bye, YouTube. Bye, internet.
Bye.
Be on the lookout. Unruh. Don't get it twisted. All right. Goodbye.
My word. Bye.